Hi Scorpio, how are you? This is Mary Ellen. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Very grateful to all the water sign people who've been here. Had quite a large group of folks come to Moonrise Cottage for shamanic journeying over the last month or so, and have just brought with them such profound messages, and I'm very happy to share these messages with you. My guides are saying it's the continuation. So all the information about me is below the video per usual. I ask people to please remember to like and share the videos. It does help the channel in mysterious ways that have to do with the YouTube algorithm that I won't get into at the moment, but my guys are saying it's really true. And it is. It's a little bit foobar, if you know what I mean, and there have been some challenges for creators lately. So any help that you can give is through sharing and liking the video. So let's jump into it. Today's a day when it's been thundering and lightning here, and I actually was not going to do any readings, but my guides were kind of poking me, and then the conditions were such that it felt like I needed to get at least the water sign element readings out today, so I'm going to go for it. As you can see, there are quite a line of oracle cards up along the top of the reading. The energy right now is really profound because we're coming into the eclipse. With Cancer in the North Node, we're going to have this new moon eclipse of the sun in Cancer opposing Capricorn in the South Node. So a lot going on. My guides are really talking about the elements and the way that the times that we're in reflects your need and the universe's desire for you as a soul entity, as an energy signature, to begin to really focus yourself on yourself within that notion and begin to practice walking through your days as an energy set point and just sort of, my guys are saying, settle into your pants, meaning just really feel yourself that way. And it's going to take some practice for some of us. So the first card that came out, actually left over, my guides are saying, traveling through the energetic thread of the water sign set point is snake, and that is literally about transmutation. Snake people are very powerful shamanistic individuals, and they have the ability to weather many snake bites and to be affected by the poison of snake, not as a death cycle per se, although we're talking about Scorpio, so in a sense, yes. Transmutation, great change through something very profound. When the snake pops up on your path and bites you, and the poison causes you to go through a death process. Next to that, we see wolf. I love that came up. And you know, we've got a very active moon cycle this month because of the eclipses. And while we're going through that, my guides are saying, get with your tribe, Scorpio. Whatever that is, get with your tribe. Have some time with other Scorpios. Howl at the moon. Let your hair down. Let yourself be guided by your instincts and by the wisdom of the cycle of the moon through this eclipse season to help you go through this beautiful transmutation. Be fully in it. Stand in the full light of the transmutation with the cycle of the moon because you are going through the Andean cross. And I'm going to just pause. I want to read that for you. That is from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. If you don't have this deck and you like tarot decks, get this one. It's astounding. So the essence of the Andean cross represents the cosmology of the shaman. And my guides are kind of going, the cosmology of the shaman. They're pointing at you. You know, they're just sort of making this trill of energy saying, yeah, that's exactly where you're standing, Scorpio, because you are the shaman. In the sense of the water sign element, you represent the deep, the unseen, the dark, the void, out of which light emerges. Woo! So the Andean cross depicts the four cardinal directions, the upper and lower worlds, and the steps necessary to reach these realms. The hole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel. It is the proverbial eye of the needle we can all go through to experience higher states of awareness and wisdom and to break free of linear time. And clearly, when we sail through the eclipse, that is the advice for you. I mean, look at the lineup of those cards. And actually, the serpent came up twice. Really intense. So, the invitation inside the notion of the Andean cross, it is an announcement to a great journey. It's time to raise your gaze from the mundane day to day to that which, until now, has seemed beyond your grasp. It's time to allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond, with a resounding yes. So clearly, Scorpio, and I always say to folks, take a look at the reading for all the signs in your cohort. So set aside some time. My spirits are saying, instead of watching television, watch the readings this month, okay? Because there's something profound happening. And what they're talking about is, can you hear the birds? It was thundering here a few minutes ago, and now the sun has come out. My guides are talking about the vibration of the song. So we'll get into that. But basically, you're going through a really intense transformational process, Scorpio. Obviously, we've got eclipses in a water sign, and we've got a great shift and change coming as we move toward 2020. These are the moments when we go as a collective through the Andean cross, and it is the water element that leads us, causes us to go through a transformational transmutation cycle, to go through the cross, get with your tribe, know that you're going through as a collective. And on the other side, when you go through the center, another snake bite. It's really interesting, the serpent. So let's take a quick look at that. So what we're really talking about, Scorpio, in terms of your life path and your soul, massive amounts of transmutation meant for you in these days. That's number 46. Because you represent the movement of the collective toward the depth of understanding the vibration of love energy. It's extraordinarily powerful, and it does take someone as deep and as powerful and intense as a Scorpio, the energy of the water sign folks, leading us forward. It's time for you to really delve into literally your vibratory signature and begin to practice walking in it in your day-to-day life. You don't have to understand it all. You don't have to know it all. Just be understanding that you walk literally through this life as an energetic vibration. Utilized now, employed by the universe, because of the fact of Cancer in the North Node and Capricorn in the South Node, and the way the eclipses are stacked up with the solstice, over the next 6 months, you are going through the Andean cross in order to bring your energy into clear form for yourself so that you can literally walk in it as you walk through your day, knowing that by being here, you are transforming. My guides are saying, not just the world, but the universe. It is that important, and that's why we see the serpent showing up twice. So the essence of the serpent is the life force of Mother Earth. The coiled serpent of the Kundalini brings passion, healing, and renewal. She offers us the fruit of the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden and reminds us to shed the past the way she sheds her old skin. Serpent comes to offer you the forbidden fruit that will set your passion and creativity free. The serpent power of Kundalini is stirring within your chakras now, gently asking you to embrace its mystery. Shed your old skin, that which you have been so attached to, and welcome the vulnerable pink underbelly that will bring you a fresh experience and perspective of your life. Your passion and sexuality are awakening. It can be frightening. Trust the wisdom of serpent to transform your sensual energies into beautiful, original manifestation. So, what my guides are talking about is the focus of the energy vibration of Kundalini awakening. That is literally what you carry. It is why you're all about death and transformation and being in the deep. The deepest place that one can go as a human being is the notion of going deeply into the Kundalini, the vibration of the chakras, the opening of the chakras from the root chakra and getting balance there so that you're not overwhelmed with obsession and jealousy and all the negative stuff people say about Scorpio. If you're having those challenges, understand why. It's because when you focus on love and possession and things like that, it is a signal to you that your energy needs to be refined and transmuted. It's a natural occurrence in some way because what you find, what you see, what you experience with other people is so intense. But it's time to put your focus into the energy itself. So if you're having issues with jealousy or obsession or things like that in your life, it's time to turn your attention away from personal relationships and deep into the mysterious energy pattern of Kundalini awakening and what that means for you as a being walking through this life. So the last card in this row is beautiful. I see this notion of a feather, and that is the card Falling. It is number 14. It's from the Journey of Love. So let's take a look at that and see how it connects all this together. So the book says, you may fear that you are falling, but don't worry. It's just your soul diving deeper into the ocean of bliss. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you so much. You are sensing parts of your life. Perhaps you feel out of control. As the momentum of your divine surrender takes over and becomes more powerful than the old adhesive between you and what no longer serves you, it's time to celebrate and ponder. Whether this makes sense or not, you are like a perfectly ripe fruit falling from the universal tree, succulent and ready to be enjoyed for all that you are. It's amazing. So the oracle contains this message. You are being called closer into divine union and into the fulfillment of your destiny. It is safe for you to trust what is happening. Allow yourself to go with it. It may seem like you're being asked to take a leap of faith, and indeed you are. It is the right timing for this. It is time to give yourself in love without holding back anything of yourself. That's just so, thank you, Spirit. It's just such a beautiful confirmatory message. So a lot of cards on the table. It does indicate to me the intensity of the energy that you're dealing with as we sail through the eclipse. So here's the other way this is sort of stacking up in an unusual way. We see the notion of soul retrieval. Please go look at the Cancer reading. There was some messaging there about soul integration. So there is the energy that you carry does have everything to do with Kundalini because it is of the soul journey, that which we call the soul, that which we strive to know. So the notion of this beautiful butterfly coming out of a chrysalis, that's the theme that my guides want to speak about with you, Scorpio, and about Scorpio. And so the card that represents you, there we are. That's exactly what we're talking about. Isn't that gorgeous? This beautiful notion of the courtship of knowledge, the ability to celebrate the sacredness of a connection and to come into direct union with the divine, with the angels, to offer your humanity. My guides are saying to offer the struggles, the challenges of your humanity as a Scorpio set point. It's time to let it go, like this notion of the feather falling. It's safe because we're coming through the eclipse. Allow yourself to transmute and give the energy to the divine. Be in divine union with all that is sacred in order to retrieve your soul. That's all that matters as we come through this eclipse. It's going to affect you for the rest of this year, and it is the energy that you are meant to be perfecting for the remainder of the year in order to join the collective and be as you are meant to be, so that when we face the challenges that are coming in 2020, you will be present with your energy properly aligned in a general sense, within you, of course, but within the collective. That's how important your job is, Scorpio. So, I know people denigrate the Scorpio nation. I love them with an extreme amount of passion. My guys just said, I love you like a Scorpio would love you. And of course I do. I have Scorpio in the 8th house. And it's all about going deep. As deep can go. And what that really means is deep into the energetic vibration. What is the purpose of the vibration of a Scorpio? And as my guides always say, you are your purpose. Never forget that. And plumb the depths of that notion. So, Spirit, they're asking me to shuffle. Please give the messages for Scorpio when it comes to this eclipse season in the next 6 months of their life path purpose. Can you please provide the messages? Be with me so that I can... Okay. Couple things coming out here. First of all, we got that. Love it. First card on the human realm. I'm going to have to move this back now because these cards are so big. So, the Magician. Working the magic of going to the deep. Perfect. Okay, so there's a confirmation here of this travel, the type of travel that you're doing when we come through the eclipse, in order to bring stability to the notion of the flow, the magic, the soul retrieval that you have access to. And it is about the energetic vibration of a Scorpio. Okay, you guys want this one. Whew, 4 of Wands. Look at that. The judgment of skill. The skill of coming to understand yourself. I love that we see this beautiful woman. Blue shoes. Her journey has been transformed now. She's ready to take the next step, and she takes a pause. And I think this is about the nature of the reflection with which my guides are suggesting that you go through the eclipse season. Sitting in a quiet place, the water element sitting with itself. And I love that she is here dressed in her passion, perfect for a Scorpio, blue shoes on her feet. She holds her own vessel, and she has the means to replenish the water in the vessel. And she just ponders what she has experienced, what she has been, the place into which she is flowing now. It's interesting. We had some Scorpios here at Moonrise Cottage a week ago. They came on Sunday and stayed till Thursday, and it was really beautiful. There's a video. I'm going to put a link to that, one of those eye in the sky things. Go watch it, would you please? Because it'll give you some hints about the transformational cycle. One of the folks who came here showed up through the representation of the revelation of skill. And it's a story about a magical girl made out of flowers. And there we see this beautiful maiden, flowers in her hair in this season. So as you go through the retreat, wow, that was a nice Freudian slip. The eclipse, know that there is magic at hand. Go very deeply to the connection that you have with the universe, the deepest place that a Scorpio can travel, into the dark, into the void, into the place where there is nothing but pure energy. That is what brings to you the notion of, or the experiences of obsession and jealousy and holding on, because when you touch that vibration, it's so intense you don't ever want to untouch it. And you feel it through the presence of another being. It stimulates you. So just begin to understand what that's about and turn your attention to the vibration rather than the individual involved. And my guides are saying, and that's how you will find balance in your life, inside yourself. As you go through your life, when you feel those intensity of those kinds of feelings, you'll understand what that's all about. It's about the vibration. And then you can think about, well, okay, let me think about the vibration. What's that for? Why am I so stimulated? What is it that it's meant to be bringing to me in terms of transformation? So remember that over the next 6 months, because you're going to have a lot of it, Scorpio. Absolutely. And I love this. Just see this beautiful courtship of knowledge, 3 of Pentacles, together with the foundation of art. the Four of Cups, where you sit and ponder the nature of love energy, what is being offered, all the options, and you don't have to choose in this moment. You know, people say Four of Cups is about you don't want what's being offered. I think that's nonsense. It's about sitting in a meditative place to understand the energy of these moments and to do exactly what that person does. Just sit under the tree of life and ponder the energy, ponder the vibration in all these ways, because there is magic at hand. The decider, the magician in the Celtic Wisdom Tarot is the decider of will. I love that. So be conscious. Understand yourself, your energy, while you perform your soul retrieval in these next 6 months, particularly through the coming eclipse season. So Spirit, can you tell us a little something about these experiences, these notions that you want Scorpio to ponder? What is the bridge that brings this human endeavor closer into alignment with the pure energy form, that which we call the soul? What is it you would like Scorpio to know? Well, of course, this came out for Cancer too, of course, because we're talking about the water elements leading us through this eclipse season, the perfecter of energy. Kundalini awakening. Scorpio, thank you for being the energy signature that carries this notion into the human form. Look how beautiful that is. So if you're not used to this deck, do you see how on that breastplate there are swastikas? The turning of sacred feminine energy, the most powerful force literally in the universe. It is about opening the chakras. I can get this into there we go, thank you. Opening the chakras through the balance and the harmony of the root chakra awakening, streaming through all our energetic centers, stimulating the pineal gland, and opening the crown chakra. So clearly, if you have the ability coming through this month, go and get an energy balancing, a healing session that has to do with clearing and refreshing the root chakra so that this process can come forward. That's the magic in the mix. While you connect with the divine for this beautiful transmutation, moving through the center of the Andean cross into the knowledge of the shaman. Allow yourself to fall into this transformative process without resistance. Be very aware of why it's happening and the way you carry the energy as you work on your soul retrieval for yourself. It is time to understand that you are your purpose, quite literally, and the purpose that you carry through your energy, through your awakening, serves the entire planet and the transmutation of every being here through the energy set point that you add to the collective. So, well, whoo, look, Scorpio, there's the new moon eclipse that's coming in just a couple of days. It's interesting because this came out during the shamanic retreat we just had. So this is a prophecy. It is the augury of knowledge. That would be the Ace of Pentacles. Do you see there near the moon? Do you see the all-seeing eye? So that's the portal of the eclipse. This is about touching the stone of wisdom. That is the goddess Morfessa, the protector of sacred places. So this is what the Scorpio energy is doing and is meant to be doing in these days coming forward. Initiated here in the month of July because of the eclipses, absolutely, but for the purpose of soul retrieval, for yourself, always. But understand, time. My guides are saying it's time to understand the role you play in the dawning of history. Look, beautiful, Scorpio. Of course you stand on a sacred foundation of knowledge. It is sacred knowledge that is within you, that is the energy signature of your Kundalini energy, that is awakened when you allow yourself to go deeply into the notion of Scorpio as a sacred being. And you balance your energy, you come into knowledge and self-power, standing a fertile moment, standing with all the sacred knowledge of the ancients. That's where you live, Scorpio. We all know. And if you don't know, it's time to know. All right? So that's what my guys are talking a little bit about. Time to really balance yourself, to get hold of your Scorpio energy, to understand why you have the physical manifestations and the emotions that you do because of what you carry inside of you. So that you can come into the full knowledge of your power, which is really intense and very needed here. Love that. So a prophecy about you finally coming to the place, do you see this? Where you literally know that you stand with the ancients and you understand your energy and you willingly bring it forward. You walk in it in the most sacred of ways. My guides are really talking about come into balance with yourself, come into some intellectual and therefore energetic understanding of your experience of your Kundalini energy in order to perfect it. Do you see the Magician? This beautiful, this is the World card. And then a prophecy. On the left side of this reading, that's all about the spirit realm. So as you come through the month and you have these experiences, understand what this is really all about as you bring your own magic forward to perfect your energy in order to be here in the world. That is the purpose that you are being tasked with this month. And it's going to go forward because we're talking about eclipse season that carry us forward 6 months. In order to have these opportunities and these months coming forward to prepare so that you can stand in the energy that you have come into and with and for in order to bring the prophecy of humanity, you see that card, forward. Look, Scorpio, don't ever doubt your power and the need that we have for you here in this place. My guides always say, stop listening to all the garbage that you hear about, the trash talk about Scorpio. It's a quest that you're on, Scorpio. About the skill that you carry within your energy signature, being transformed. And look at all the sacred energy bearers around you. Eagle, crow or raven, owl, and the stag. And there's Pisces. There's the water element, returning to the source, right at your head, while you transform. So you may feel some overwhelm. It is intense. It's meant to be intense. And you know what, Scorpio, my guys are saying? You can handle it. I love that. So if you have any questions, if you want a personal reading, all my information is below. I love that we are coming into the time of Scorpio. The activation of the Scorpio energy through this eclipse, because it is a fertile moment. It is a prophecy about what comes forward as you go through this transmutation and you begin to be able to howl at the moon, that which controls the cycles of the water element transformation, to carry you through the Andean cross, deeper into your transmutation. And I think we're talking about both eclipses, okay? So the new moon eclipse and the full moon eclipse coming. Make sure to take a look at the astrology readers that you trust and resonate with. You are really going deep. It is the water sign element that's working now together with Earth because we have the North Node in Cancer and the South Node in Capricorn. Plumb the depths of the meaning of those things. The Earth changes are coming. Changes coming to humanity, to our structure, to our vibration, and who you are and what you bring. And the prophecy about your own transformation being a fertile moment when you put down the struggles because you have perfected your energy and you just walk seamlessly through the world with your own beautiful intensity, the vibration of the double helix. That's what my guides are saying. And Scorpio, we know that when you feel yourself aligned with another human being, that's what you experience. That's why it's so intense. Truly the root of civilization, the root of, okay, spirits aren't correcting me. The root of incarnation is the Kundalini energy. And that's what you carry. That's why it's so intensely deep. So Spirit, can you give us an outcome? And I'm going to pick from the runes. Okay, let's see. 2 things are coming out. I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring them both. But look at that. Look. Scorpio, this is how much I love you. I just love Scorpio people. So, a soul journey. Do you see the Kundalini? Awakening along the spine. to go out into the deep, into the void, through the portal. An illustration of the death process, right? Death and rebirth. There it is, going through the portal, depicted as a gravestone, out into the sacred realm, into the sacred bowl. If I can get this in. The light's a little funky today because we've been having thunderstorms. So there's the sacred bowl of healing and renewal. Did you see the triple spiral there? The birth, life, death cycle of transformation. Connection, deep connection to the universe. Look at that. That's what we're talking about, Scorpio, all the way through this reading. My guides are saying anywhere you want to put it, you'll understand. So definitely a confirmation of that. And this I love. For Cancer, the goddess Coventina came out. And this is Danu, the sacred grandmother. She is the queen of knowledge. She sits suspended in the universe, working directly with you. She's looking into the reading as the outcome card, or one of them. And what she does is literally use the energy, the strings of energy, to weave together the destiny of her lineage. Ooh, my throat's getting choked up now. Ooh, Scorpio, how do I love thee? Let me count the ways. So I want to give thanks and special recognition to the beautiful Scorpio people that have filled my life. All the water sign people, particularly Scorpio and Cancer over the last year. Just filling up Moonrise Cottage, filling up my life, helping me transform, helping me with my own soul retrieval, helping me ponder my destiny in ways that have been truly profound. So let's pick from the bag of runes for you. I will be available for readings as we go through the eclipse season. The link to my website to book a reading is below. Please remember to click the like button. Share the videos. It helps my channel, which I would appreciate. Scorpio, I'm not surprised that we're going this deep. Look, of course, no surprise whatsoever. I'm going to put this right here between the soul travel and the sacred grandmother, and we'll read from the Book of Runes. I'm using the Book of Runes by the beautiful Ralph Blum. That is the rune for breakthrough and transformation. I love it. Love it. So this is about transformation, breakthrough, and daylight. It is the rune Dagaz. This is the final rune belonging to the cycle of initiation. My guides are saying, let that sink in. The final phase, final step. And that's why we see these cards this way. You are going through the Andean cross into the deepest place, and the way in which you exist, the way in which your energy is meant to serve yourself and humanity, the signature that you decided to incarnate into for a singular purpose within the tapestry of energetics that makes up the unified field of humanity, that is able to transmute by being in connection with the universe. And your energy signature is particularly important in this transmutational cycle. Whew, Scorpio. So drawing Dagaz often signals a major shift, a breakthrough in the process of self-change, a complete transformation, a 180-degree turn. For some, the transition is so radical that they are no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. Because the timing is right, the outcome is assured, although not from the present vantage point, predictable. And of course, when you have a transmutational cycle guided by the moon, an eclipse of the moon, a partial eclipse, solar eclipse, on the new moon. That's what I'm trying to spit out. drawing you through the eye of the needle into the Andean cross. Look at this on a soul level. Do you see? Scorpio, I hope you understand. You are going to experience transformation on both sides of the veil. Here in your human life, as the eclipse comes on and you howl at the moon, and when you are drawn through, you will meet another level of transformational cycle that you can't imagine. And if you look at these cards on the soul level, that's what we're talking about. And when you travel through, you put the burdens down. It's the end of a cycle. This is connected with the Ten of Wands. You're done. That's why Dagaz is here. It's truly beautiful. So if you go into a meditation, or if you go to some kind of a sacred retreat, or if you want to come to Moonrise Cottage in July for a shamanic retreat, in order to meet this destiny, please contact me right away. Because we'll need to make some advance. I sometimes need to adjust my schedule, etc. But I think I'm meant to throw the doors wide open this month to anybody that wants to come here, particularly the water sign people. So if you've got water in your chart in some significant placement, or if you want to explore the water signature in your chart and you'd love to have a transformational cycle and focus your energy there, please let me know and you are invited to come. So just as I'm saying the words, now it's starting to rain really, really hard. Love that. Thank you, Spirit. So the transition may be so radical that you're no longer able to live the ordinary life in the ordinary way. And I believe it does mean coming into real awareness, appreciation, and management of your energetic signature. So that the way you walk, the way you stand in yourself is radically changed, whether the externals look different or not. So expect the unexpected and know that in each life there comes at least one moment in which, if recognized and seized, transforms the course of that life forever. Rely therefore on radical trust. Even though the moment may call for you to leap empty-handed into the void. With this rune, your warrior nature reveals itself. A major period of achievement and prosperity is often introduced by this rune. The darkness is behind you, and daylight has come. You are reminded not to collapse yourself into thoughts for the future, or to behave recklessly in your new situation. Considerable hard work can be involved in a time of transformation such as this. Be sure to undertake to do it joyfully. Scorpio, love you guys. Love the intensity of your energy. I love the way you lead us through these transformational moments that we have, like an eclipse cycle. Please comment, please share, please like the video. I'm very eager to hear any of the experiences that you may be having, and know that you are fully supported by the universe. As we see in these outcome cards, it's not just about the outcome of your journey. My guides are really talking about the transformational cycle of the water signs as it affects all of humanity while we work together to bring forward the power of love energy and to understand what it means. And Scorpio, you hold a certain set point within that notion. So that is what your soul retrieval is about this month, coming into this deep connection with yourself to bring forward a prophecy. It's a very fertile moment. Snake bites on both sides of the veil. So love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I look forward to speaking with you again, Goddess willing, in the month of August. It's shocking to me how fast we're going through the days after winter seemed to last so long. So thanks, everybody. Have a wonderful month. Enjoy the eclipse. Namaste.